When I sleep at night, I feel as if there's a ghost. I'm very scared. Afterward, my heart feels a kind of tremor.
If your grandfather was a Maoshan Taoist priest, it's possible that some issues he dealt with back then weren't completely resolved.
My problem is having nightmares. The first time I had a nightmare, I was 9 years old. I had them afterward too, but they weren't as scary. But after turning 50, in recent years, the dreams have become very frequent. After those dreams, my heart feels a kind of tremor. Upon waking up, you remember the dream and feel very scared. Sometimes it lasts for 2 or 3 days. When I sleep at night, I feel as if there are ghosts or something around. Then I definitely have nightmares. After having those nightmares, my heart trembles. And I'm scared for 2 or 3 days. Moreover, those dreams are terrifying. In some dreams, bloody faces would suddenly appear in front of my face. Very close to me. It happens about 2 or 3 times a week. And I sleep very poorly. As it gets more severe over time, the nightmares also last longer. It's better if someone wakes me up. If no one wakes me up, I'd wait for the nightmare to end. It takes a long time. I keep screaming until I wake myself up. I scream so loud that everyone in the house can hear it. My memory has gotten worse. Because I often think about ghosts and spirits. I can't remember anything else. I wondered if it was my own problem or the environment. But no matter if I sleep at my sister's house, my brother's house, or a hotel, I still have nightmares. I once heard Grandmaster's teaching explaining that if someone in your family engages in spirit medium practices, you may encounter this situation.
Yes.
Back then I knew my grandfather was a Maoshan master. When I was 9, I had this nightmare. He drew a talisman and placed it on my body, but it didn't work. As I often had nightmares, I called my mom and told her. My mom definitely thought, oh, these must be related to spirits. Then she said, why not try using cinnabar? Writing the Buddha character on the forehead, chest, and back. But it's better not to write it. After writing it, when I went to the bathroom at night and opened the door, facing the large mirror there, I felt like I was seeing a ghost. It was scarier than seeing a ghost. At that moment, my heart felt like it was about to explode from fear. My mother was the same as me. She also had nightmares. But her nightmares weren't as terrifying as mine. Because it was a long time ago, she doesn't remember her dreams clearly. But I heard from my father that she would scream like that too. My father would wake her up. I want to completely solve this nightmare problem now, so it doesn't pass on to the next generation. I have used Grandmaster's spiritual items before. Before sleeping, I used to recite Guru Rinpoche's mantra, or listen to healing music for sleep. But I don't know why, after listening to it, I felt scared instead. I've been practicing energy Bagua and doing the GI. I've also attended fitness classes and chanted at the meditation center. There have been changes, but after a period, I started having nightmares again like before. Now it's gradually getting a bit better, but I just want to resolve it completely. I hope you can give me some guidance on what I should do.
This is what I just saw. If your family's only issue was your grandfather as a Maoshan Taoist, it's possible that some issues he dealt with back then weren't completely resolved.
Master, I would like to ask, previously, my father, when he was young, also took many lives. Is that related to this?
What did your father do?
My father used to sell fish and vegetables. He also hunted animals such as snakes, birds, and especially fish.
Is your father still alive?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Is your father's health still good?
Not good.
Be careful in the next year or two.
This is my father's situation.
Based on my overall judgment now, I'm not sure. But my analysis suggests it might be related to your grandfather. Because what keeps tormenting you in your dreams isn't caused by ordinary killing. He was dealing with some kind of evil spirits. What I saw earlier was a wooden house, a house made of logs, very gloomy inside. Such gloominess harbors evil spirits. Then I looked at what it was. At first, it looked like a black dog curled up there. It's also like a black fish, an elongated oval shape. I can't understand what it is. It's just this kind of ominous aura.
Thinking back, it was my maternal grandfather. He helped others as a spirit medium at home. It was like a wooden house, but it was a bit eerie. Thinking about it gives me chills. Even now, I still feel that way. But now it has been renovated, and the original appearance is gone.
It might be related to what your ancestors or your grandfather did. He didn't properly send people off. So these people are prone to find his descendants. For example, it's like a thief who goes to someone's house to steal. Your grandfather stopped him, but didn't direct the thief on where to go. So the thief said, "I am going to steal from him." That's the feeling you get. Of course, this evil spirit is much more serious than what I'm describing. Because it's intangible, it will entangle you. You are your grandfather's granddaughter. You have a blood relationship, so it seeks revenge. Revenge comes by tormenting you constantly. You can't resist it, so sometimes, even if you wear a bead bracelet, nothing can stop it. You owe it. It seeks revenge. It comes directly for you.
My aunt, I had a great aunt, who passed away when I was very young due to cancer. After that, there were more cases. It seems my uncle's wife also died of cancer, and both of my uncles passed away from cancer as well. There was also the youngest uncle, who was harmed by others. He was beaten to death. They also had bad karma. Bad karma affected them too, not just me.
Do you often feel discomfort in your head?
I often overthink, unable to calm down even for a moment, and my thoughts are often negative.
I feel that besides overthinking, your head doesn't feel comfortable.
I do feel that.
Right. Can you still control your temper?
After chanting, it's better.
What about before chanting?
No, I get irritable.
You have a bad temper?
Yes.
All your friends say that you have a bad temper.
I often have to suppress myself. Otherwise, I'll explode. It gets to the point of throwing things around. Yes, because I can't control it.
You could buy some things that are easy to break. Buy some cheap bowls. Break a couple when you're upset, since they're cheap.
I don't want to lose my temper. But I can't control it. When this emotion arises, I vent it on my children. Then I regret it afterward, but I just can't control my emotions.
Temper is caused by two things. One cause is karma, which gives you a bad temper. Sometimes her thoughts are not her own, like having wild thoughts, or feeling like she's about to explode inside. These are thoughts of the evil spirits whom your grandpa treated. It's manifesting in you. It's coming back to punish you, to take revenge. Our blessings alone are far from enough. You must find ways to improve your self-cultivation. Try to lose your temper less. Many things just happen as they do. Getting angry won't solve the problem. You need to learn tolerance and patience. You've already had the karma from your grandpa. If you offend others and act out again now, it will cause more trouble for you and your descendants. How many children do you have?
4.
Be careful. Your past karma is in your mind. It's inherited, right in your brain. Whether you want it or not, It'll be passed to your children. Some of your children also have a bad temper, right?
Yes.
No fewer than 2. So,
No fewer than 2, that many?
of course.
Grandmaster said that at least half have a bad temper. I hadn't thought about this before. But later, I reflected on it. I wanted to verify what Grandmaster said. Was it proven that these things happened? But they really did happen. My eldest son has a very bad temper. A small thing can make him furious. He even threw his beloved phone, shattering it in pieces. My eldest daughter is the same. Due to stress, she developed thyroid issues, causing her eyes to bulge. The other 2 children are the same. Whatever I say, they are all rebellious. They are unhappy with my advice, let alone follow it. They are very stubborn and bad-tempered.
But your anger shows on your face. I see you get angry over small things. Your husband left because of your temper, right? Next, your children might do the same. If they feel uncomfortable, they might leave you too. You need to work on your heart, okay? Keep the Buddha's name on your lips. Don't just recite a few mantras before bed out of fear of ghosts. It's useless. Peace of mind is key. When you chant for a peaceful mind, you won't curse others or owe debts. In such moments, your heart is at peace. No spirits or ghosts will appear. When your heart is unsettled, even without ghosts, your mind will conjure them. For example, the anger you feel at noon actually lingers in your body in the evening. That energy remains hidden within you. It can lead to illness in the future. If it moves upward, it harms the brain. If it moves downward, it affects from lymph to breast. It can even affect gynecological health or injure legs. Let me give you a blessing. I hope the malevolent spirits won't trouble you again. Cultivate your mind, all right?
Okay, thank you, Grandmaster.
Here, I'll give you a heavenly bead.
Thank you, Grandmaster. Since I spoke with Grandmaster, Grandmaster has blessed me. Although I still have nightmares, I don't remember them anymore. Before receiving Grandmaster's blessing, those nightmares were vivid in my memory. 2 or 3 days after, I would still feel a pain in my chest. But after Grandmaster's blessing, such things no longer happen. Grandmaster told me that it's important to keep chanting Buddha's name. We truly need to cultivate our hearts and nurture ourselves sincerely. This issue has troubled me for decades. This time, I have gained insight. I understand the reason for such things happening to me. It's about having nightmares. I hope that with the remedy given by Grandmaster, I can completely resolve the issue of having nightmares. And in the future, my descendants can live well, without any other issues arising. I want to thank Grandmaster again. I'm extremely grateful to Grandmaster.
在茫茫人海之中，让我与您相遇。小小的红点里，人生就此欢喜。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了，我美丽了。在茫茫人海之中，让 小小的红点滴，人生变得神奇。我只会了。